You're using Bandlab for education, and you've got an audio file that you want to fill a break so that it sounds something like this.
You give them the space to be vulnerable. Speaking of mistakes, I'll never forget my biggest.
So your interview had a gap or there was an obvious break and you didn't want to just like smush voice together because it didn't flow very well, so you wanted kind of a fill-in. To do that, one way to make it happen is using the Bandlab for sounds. Bandlab Sounds has some built-in audio track that is legal and okay to use. You can do some searching and find some different things. I went ahead and I found one that I liked and played back here to test it out. I left-click hold. I can drag and drop it wherever I'd like it to be. So if I put it kind of near the end of the first part and over the second chunk that I want to have it layer to. All right. So the next thing I can do is if I adjust my slider here, actually if I adjust my playback marker so it's out of the way and there's free reign to get to this white dot that's up here. This white dot that's here, when I double click on this white dot that's here allows me to actually make a fade in. So that has that, you can see kind of that triangle shape that shows up here. That triangle shape gives me a fade in option. So that adds quieter as the person is finishing talking and it builds up to the audio sound. Playback marker, if I put it over here, I can actually splice and slice out this part. So again, right click, slice, and I can get rid of that excess sound. And then if I double click on this and I move slightly here, I can have the end so that it's got a fade. When I've got that hand icon, a fade out at the end. All right, so it would sound something like this.
About mistakes that taught them valuable lessons. People really open up when you give them the space to be vulnerable. Speaking of mistakes, I'll never forget.
Something to that effect. So again, that was using Bandlab Sounds, and then I was using the parts where I double clicked and I could see that fade in, fade out options that are there.